Going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here. So today's video, before I do anything, I want to say happy birthday to Bitcoin. It is January 3rd, 2022, which means Bitcoin is officially a teenager. It is 13 years old since the very first Genesis block was created. So happy birthday to Bitcoin. Wearing my Bitcoin sweatshirt and my Bitcoin hat as a commemorative for history in the making. All right, now that's out of the way. I'm kind of in a silly or a goofy mood today, so I wanted to do a video on this clone of NFTs that's been going around called the NFT Bay. Now, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. All right, welcome back. So you probably saw this article or heard about this if you're in the NFT space a couple of months ago. There's an article here on Crypto Briefing that was published on November 19th saying that a Pirate Bay clone for NFTs has hit the web. And I'm going to explain kind of what this is and what parts of it are funny, but also where this guy's wrong. So first off, if you're unfamiliar with Pirate Bay, this is a torrenting website. This is file sharing where people can basically stream movies, TV shows, stuff that they don't want to pay for. They can torrent it and basically steal it, for lack of a better word. It's all file sharing. It's all peer-to-peer file sharing, and I won't get into the legalities or ethics or what's right or what's wrong, but that's what it is. So this guy, Jeffrey Huntley, who actually does enjoy crypto, thought it would be funny to create a site called the NFT Bay. Very similar to the Pirate Bay. He's not being coy here. It literally uses the same branding, the same UI. We're going to take a look at a second. And here basically what he's saying is not only is he a critic of non-fungible tokens, and that's why he went through the process of creating this torrenting site. Here's basically what he says. It says, the NFT Bay has only copied publicly available images and the copyright issues are unclear. So, for example, here's what he's quoted, right? Basically, they don't know where they found all of these NFTs. So if you're on OpenSea, if you're on Rarible, these are all NFT marketplaces where people can go and buy and sell NFTs, and those platforms will take a transaction fee or cut for you to host it. In these files, which we're about to take a look at, he says, a release note was attached to every torrent that reads, quote, did you know that an NFT is just a hyperlink to an image that's usually hosted on Google Drive or another Web 2.0 host, close quote. It's interesting that he should say that. He said, people are dropping millions on instructions on how to download images. I'm sure you've seen memes and I'm sure you've seen jokes that are basically NFTs are garbage because you could just right-click the image, and when you right-click the image, it basically just is yours. So if you bought a CryptoPunk or a Bored Ape, you literally could just go to the site and right-click it and use it as your profile picture. Check this out. I have a tab here for OpenSea. If I just go to Explore, and here's a good one, NBAYC. All right, so I click on this person's profile. Okay, here's what appears to be a collection. This is for 0.19 ETH. If I go here, I could literally just hit right-click and then save image as stolen NFT. Save. All right, so I essentially just stole this NFT. It's a GIF file. Which brings into question if there's really no inherent value in all these collections that are being dropped on OpenSea. That truly is the psychology of there's only value in what people perceive to have value. Now, I actually went and visited the site. And if you look here, it looks exactly like Pirate Bay if you've ever torrented something. Say literally the identical interface. Identical interface. It's very interesting. So if I just go to recent NFTs and scroll. Okay, here's a fast food Lil Baby Apes Club number 1851. This appears to be on Solana. And again, he basically just stole all the NFTs, put their files here, and the same quote we just read before. He said, people are dropping millions on instructions on how to download images. That's why you can right-click and save as, because that's all they are, is standard images. The images are not stored in the blockchain contract. So, As Web 2.0 web hosts are known and or go offline, 404 errors, this handy torrent contains all the NFTs, so future generations can study this generation's tulip mania and collectively go, what the F, we destroyed our planet for this. So on a serious note, though, like this guy clearly has a disdain for NFTs, and I would agree to this point. The current iteration we see right now of NFTs are proof of concept, okay? So if I can create a unique file or a unique token on a blockchain, and that smart contract, which is represented as an NFT that's visual, whether it's a GIF file, an MP4 file, a video file, an MP3 music file, whatever the file contains, it's inherently unique in that smart contract. What he's rightfully so pointing out is that if you just want to go buy a Bored Ape or you want to go buy a CryptoPunk, as you just saw me do right now, you can go there and hit right click, and then it's just a file. Now, here's where he's wrong. So with NFTs, they're unique and they're stored on the blockchain. You can trace and transfer ownership. I think the next generation of NFTs, and again, I'll link a video, I did a deep dive on this above. I think the next sort of reiteration of what NFTs are going to be tokens or contracts that represent actually something physical in the real world, such as a land deed, house deed, car deed, token or authenticity certificate for diamonds, for jewelry, things like that. I think that's going to be a real world use case for NFTs. But let's take the real world out of it for a second. Let's talk just about what we can do with digital things, music. So, for example, if you're as old as I am, back in the day, you could go to LimeWire, you could go to Napster. You wanted to download the new Eminem album, you literally could go there and download it for free and steal it. Now, that artist isn't getting paid the $9.99 CD for the compact disc that I would have gone to Best Buy or Target and bought because I was able to download it on the internet for free and steal his music. Now, if I create an original piece of music and I put it on the blockchain, I know where everything goes. At that point, I can track the ownership. If that person tries to use it or resell it, I can get a royalty. At that point, if it's on the blockchain, no one can confiscate it. You know, there aren't going to be a need for secondary markets like these where people can steal digital files because they're going to be unique. They're going to be encoded. You're going to have the private key in order to play the music. So it's very interesting that this guy is just basically saying that all the current iteration of NFTs are just files that you can right-click. They're GIFs or they're JPEGs or they're PNGs or whatever. And he's just pissed off that people are spending millions of dollars on JPEGs, which I agree. I don't own any CryptoPunks or Bored Apes, and I do think that there are better applications for NFTs. Now, I'm not to say that they're bad. I'm not here saying that you can't make money. If they're legitimately on the blockchain and it shows proof of ownership and it provides tangible value, I do see value in this. I'm not here to bash on NFTs. I just think it's really funny that this guy pointed out a pretty glaring flaw in the current iteration of NFTs. If you're selling something on OpenSea, someone can steal it, unless it's something tied to something physical in the real world, in which case it's a more complex smart contract and so on and so forth. But it also depends on the blockchain. Are you on a Solana blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, Tezos blockchain? It really doesn't, in that particular case, matter. But most of these are Ethereum-based, so people are actually spending real-world gas, or Ethereum, if you will, in order to send and receive these transactions. So the real winners in all this are the Ethereum miners. So I'm very interested also to see where this goes when ETH 2.0 hits and to see where NFTs go. And I can just sort of see a vision of what the future of NFTs are, because don't get me wrong, NFTs are the future when used correctly. I just don't know if this is it. But at any rate, if you want to steal anyone's NFT, you can go to and do it here. You can download every NFT there is, any CryptoPunk on Solana, or I'm sorry, any Bored Ape on Solana or any CryptoPunk on Ethereum. This guy basically screen grabbed all of these, which just goes to show how easy it is to steal an NFT. If you right click and save, what is the true value? Ask yourself, what is the true value? It's not like a Bitcoin blockchain where it's verifiable, it's distributed. These NFTs, I think there will be a legitimate iteration of NFTs in the next 2 to 5 years, maybe hopefully sooner. and I already demonstrated some examples of what I think that might be or how it might manifest. I just think that NFT, go check it out, thenftbay.org. See if you own an NFT, see if it's up here, at which point you can do it. Now, here's one last interesting thing. If I click on one of these NFTs, like if I click the Space Girls one, and I'm using Brave browser, which is supposed to be a crypto-friendly browser. If I go here and, again, if I hit get this torrent, oh, no you don't. No you don't. It says it's been blocked by Brave because Brave does not support this, which I tip my cap to you, Brave. Do not do this. But again, I just wanted to point this out because I thought it was interesting. Guy's name's Jeff or ghuntley.eth on Twitter if you want to go look at a thread of kind of the points he's making. Obviously, I'm a very huge crypto advocate, and I don't want to see anything devalue crypto, but you got to give credit where credit's due. He did point out an enormous flaw for what is currently here, and value is all perception. So I'm going to leave it at that for you. I have some new types of videos coming to you very soon, and then go ahead and literally click right here in the top right corner at the end of this video. I had a pretty in-depth and quantifiable video on where I think Bitcoin's price will be in 2022. I will see you guys in there right now in that video. Crypto Renegade out.